Hello everyone, today I will be doing my speech to inform. My name is Anitra Jarvis, and I know you guys are wondering what I will be informing you on. So the topic that I chose to inform on today is conflict. So what is conflict? You can have conflict with someone or something. Conflict can come up in various situations, but it is healthy in my opinion, and I'm going to show you that it is healthy at the end of this, but you guys can make your own opinion at the end as well. So we're going to look at the book definition of the word conflict. So conflict, per the book, is defined as a serious disagreement, an argument, or a clash of some sort. So you can disagree with something, someone, have a clash, and as well as have an argument. So, a few words that come up when you think of the word conflict are argue, sad, fight, anger, war, yell. Those are things that come up negatively when you think of the word conflict, but we're going to try and get you to think another way. So with conflict can be you versus yourself. It can be you versus someone else, you versus society, or you versus your fate. Any of which can cause conflict among ourselves. So now that we know what conflict is and what we can be in conflict with, let's look at some pros and cons to having conflict. So the first pro that we have is it leads to solving a problem. Conflict definitely leads to solving a problem. If you feel one way and I feel another way, eventually we can more than likely come to a resolution or a solution to this problem of how we're feeling, depending on what it is. Analytical thinking definitely brings out analytical thinking because you're looking at other people's points of view in order to get you to thinking in a different way possible. Ability to express opinions and thinking. If I'm able to have conflict and tell you how I feel, you can tell me how you feel, and we can mix our opinions together, I am expressing myself, whether yelling or talking calmly, I'm expressing myself to you. That is a form of pro-conflict. It also makes you aware that a problem exists. There could be a situation that you had no idea a person felt a certain way because there was never a conflict up until that point. So now you have a conflict and you are aware of another person maybe not feeling or thinking the same way that you do. It also encourages being open-minded. It'll encourage you to see things from another person's perspective, another person's point of view, and you'll be able to be open-minded to see that your way of thinking is not the only way to think about a situation or an issue that has occurred that started the conflict originally. Some of the cons could be yelling or fighting, and that's never a good thing. Physical, emotional, fighting all can harm you. Dissatisfaction, meaning one person walks away from the conflict feeling not satisfied, or maybe both parties walk away feeling not satisfied, so it can cause some dissatisfaction. We have stress, which is never good, but yelling brings on stress and other health-related issues that conflict can cause. And lastly, we have hurt feelings. They say sticks and stones can hurt your bones, but words can never hurt you. Words can cut, and they can cut pretty deep. So, while having a conflict, I think we need to be mindful of the words we use and how we speak so we don't hurt another person's feelings. So that is part of the pros and cons. So it looks like the pros definitely outweigh the cons on my list for having a conflict. All of this can go into conflict management where you can manage conflict and have a positive outcome. And to do this, all conflicts, arguments, clashes, anything in that category It comes from being able to communicate effectively and correctly. And if you can communicate with someone correctly, you'll more than likely have a conflict that results in a positive outcome. So, while communicating with others, there are 3 ways to communicate. These are the best known ways to communicate. It's passive. Passive is the behavior where you pretty much are agreeing with someone, you don't want to hurt their feelings, you're kind of not being who you are true to self, and you're doing this so they can feel better, and you're just being passive, kind of like being a mat for someone. You're just allowing them to walk on over you. We definitely don't want to be passive in a conflict, argument, or clash. The next one is aggressive. Aggressive behavior does involve standing up for yourself and include you saying how you feel, but it could be a violation of someone's personal rights, their feelings. It can go back right here to hurt feelings and cause stress for the other person. So you definitely don't want to be too aggressive. A little bit of aggressive, I think, is okay, but when you do it forcefully, it's definitely not an approach of communication that you want to do. The one phase of communication that is the most effective when it comes to conflict would be assertive. Assertive behavior involves your honest feelings and standing up for your personal rights at the same time. So it's a little bit of both, while you're still keeping in mind to be mindful of that other person's feelings. So it's like a mixture of all 3 of those communication skills, and you'll be respected by others, and everything, and everyone feels okay. With assertive, you get your point across, you're professional, you're polite, and someone can hear, so they listen to hear, not to speak back, hopefully. So, the next time either one of you guys have conflict, I would suggest using the assertive style. That way, none of these cons have the possibility of coming up, and everybody walks away okay. It can either be a win-win situation where everyone walks away happy. You can have a agree to disagree situation where one person still may not agree with the other, but you agree to have a disagreement and everything is neutral and positive. Or you can come to a resolution where both people come to an agreement. They put their thoughts together and ideas to have one resolution solved, and that also could be a good thing. So again, when you think about conflict, think about the ways you communicate, and the communication will result in a positive solution. Thank you guys for your time.